Eric the Raging Kilt White here. I just wanted to take a moment to talk about my friend Rob Monroe. A lot of you guys know him as Adrenaline Monroe. So a few years ago I was at Masters World Championship in St. Louis, and I was doing the Scottish Hammer, and I popped a rib, and it hurt real bad. Right there on the field, Rob laid me down and popped that rib back into place, and I was able to throw some more, but like an idiot I went all out and popped it again, and then we popped it back in, and then I finished the competition. Rob was a lifesaver. He was a good friend that day. A couple years later, I was having some shoulder mobility issues. I've had some labrum issues, rotator cuff issues, both shoulders. I was in a car accident 10 years ago, and I did physical therapy back then, but it never felt the same. So I called Rob and I said, "Hey man, what do I got to do to get healthy?" And Rob said, "Well, do this, and this." Gave me a bunch of different things, and then checked in on me every couple of days to see how I was doing. Sure enough, the mobility, full mobility, full range of motion returned to my shoulders, and I was able to bench press again. I was able to bench press semi-heavy again. And even today, it's much better. So now I have a good routine to warm everything up, and this is all thanks to Rob's awesome support as my friend. Well, a couple weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, I'm doing squats. I think we were just doing velocity training. Didn't have a lot on bars, just 225. And I think it was on the second set, and I just went down, and I dropped down into the hole, and when I came back up, my right side was a little bit lower, and I was just like, ooh, that didn't feel too good. Went ahead and finished the workout, but just didn't go too much further into the hole, just guard it, Towards the end of the workout, went to do some sled pushes, and took a real hard drive off the right leg, and my inguinal ligament just went pop, and it was so loud that other people in the gym heard it. Needless to say, I dropped to one knee. It was a pansy moment. I'm not gonna lie. But I called Rob up and I said, "Dude, hurt myself." And Rob said, "Well, do this, and this, and hurry up. Don't do this, don't do that." And he gave me this protocol, and he said, "Just do that, and then let me know tomorrow how you feel." And we've done that for the last couple of weeks, and now I feel like I'm about 98%. I'm doing pretty well. If I feel 98, I feel like the ligament, that area, my groin area, is probably more like 80. I did take a couple of stone throws today. Anytime I tried to engage my hips and drive through, I could feel a tightness there. So I didn't want to risk anything, so I cut it short, just sort of assessing myself. So long story short, if you find yourself in a situation where you need some help, you need to learn how to, you need to know how to rehab a certain kind of injury, I encourage you to reach out to Rob. I'm going to tag him in this post, and work with him. I don't know what kind of rates he's going to have. This is kind of a new thing for him, helping people long distance. By all means, if you're injured, if you've hurt yourself and there's bruising and it's bad, go see a doctor. I'm not saying substitute seeing a doctor for Rob. I'm saying if you got something small you're trying to work through, the guy's knowledgeable and can take care of you. Again, that's Rob Adrenaline Monroe, and I'll post some of his bona fides in the post here. That said, Raging Kilt out. Have a good one. Love you guys.